Hey, so this is John Salvesen, a DPhil student in particle physics in his first year. So, John, what was your motivation to start a career in particle physics?
I've had an interest in particle physics since I started my undergrad in physics. I did my undergraduate in natural sciences, so I kind of hadn't worked out which way I was going in science at that point, and followed down the physics route. And particle physics really kind of took my fancy when it was introduced. At the moment, I'm working more on the accelerator side. So I'm currently based out at CERN, working in the beams department, and I'm working on the Future Circular Collider, but very much coming from a particle physics background where my motivation is still very much driven by this want to improve our understanding of the fundamental particle physics. And so looking at these future colliders is providing the platform for this physics data to be taken. Hopefully we'll find some new big discoveries with new machines as well.
Oh, sounds good. And what fascinates you most about particle physics?
I guess to me, it's one of the still most fundamental aspects. That now there's a lot of those within physics, so other areas, are equally interesting in that regard. But it's so removed from the day to day. It's very much in the quantum realm. It's really pushing the boundaries of, when we simulate condition like the conditions in the LHC, we're pushing for energies that are, short fractions of time after the Big Bang. It's things that we don't see anywhere else in the universe, particularly. So I think that's a particularly interesting thing to be able to reproduce. It's uh, not necessarily always as directly applicable to everything else, but I think that's also part of the joy of it, is that it's this really just academic area that's really good fun to be a part of.
Right. And yeah, being a doctoral student in Oxford, what makes this place very special for you?
So Oxford itself as a uni, I mean, world renowned for what it is. It's a brilliant academic institution. Oxford as a place, especially in particle physics and the accelerator side, we're very lucky that we've got RAL nearby. Oxford as an institute has been involved in a number of the key particle physics projects everywhere. We've got people working with CERN, working with SNO, working, across the board. So it's involved in a lot, which is great. It's got a big particle physics department, which is also brilliant because it means, as I've mentioned, I'm working on the accelerator side, but I can wander down the hallway and speak to people on LHCb or Atlas or looking at neutrino physics. And that's a huge part of keeping it all interesting. There's also all of the other kind of non-academic sides of it. And Oxford's got its college system, the beautiful old buildings, the libraries, and it's just a wonderful place to live as well.
All right. Thank you very much for giving all these interesting answers. And
Thank you very much for having me.